welcome back to TUTV. I'm Elise.
I'm Jack. How's it going?
It's going pretty well. Easter happened on Sunday, so what that mostly meant for me was looking at a lot of Instagram pictures of my friends in white dresses standing in front of brick walls with their families.
Is that what you do on Easter?
That's what comes up on my Instagram feed. It's just like a lot of the same picture.
I woke up.
It's really interesting.
I woke up to like a bunch of Taco Bell hot sauce packets in front of my door and like all the doors in my floor.
So what kind of Easter bunny do you have?
It's like the college Easter bunny. Everyone knows that like in college you only eat Taco Bell, so.
Okay.
That's really considerate. Thanks Easter bunny.
I like Cadbury eggs, the really small ones with the chocolate inside.
Yeah.
I had a whole bag for breakfast one day.
Aren't those like illegal now? Or wait.
No.
There's like one that are the Kinder eggs. Aren't they illegal? Like because they had like stuff inside, and the kids would swallow it.
I don't know about that. That's weird. Something to Google. All right, let's head over to the next segment.
Thanks.
Hello and welcome to TUTV News, where we'd like to remind you that light travels faster than the speed of sound, which is why some people may seem brighter than they actually are. I'm Drew.
And I'm Elise. Now that's some advice worth keeping. Today we're going to take a look at a 7-hour bike ride, and we're going to look at some Gilcrease renovations that are up and coming. Let's get started.
A teacher rode his bike to Oklahoma City on Monday to support the teacher walkout. It was the longest bike ride of Matthew Williams' career. Williams, who rides his bike to school daily, says the issue of teacher pay has gone on long enough. Quote, "People are probably thinking I'm nuts, but I think we need a little bit of that right now. We need a little bit of bold decisions and bold moves that we need a little bit of crazy." Matthews teaches AP US History at Booker T. Washington High School. Williams added that, quote, "Each year we have to decide which department gets new textbook and which do not." Williams is passionate about his students and made clear that, quote, "Just a simple teacher's raise will not fix the problem," end quote. The trip to the state capitol on Monday took 7 hours one way along Route 66. His departure time, 6 a.m.
A $65 million facelift on the Gilcrease Museum won't begin for 2 years. However, significant moves have already taken place. The Gilcrease Board authorized the museum, which TU operates, to enter into an agreement with Gallagher and Associates and do a master plan and feasibility study for the architectural improvements. Gretchen Cross, senior associate with Gallagher, explained what a museum feasibility study is. Quote, "Instead of designing the building first and then putting things in it, when you design a museum or a visitor's experience, what happens inside drives the architecture." The firm has worked on several museums around America and Oklahoma, including the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library, the Woody Guthrie Center, and the National Museum Archives. It is hoped to put together a master plan that helps visitors, both new and returning, appreciate and understand the expanse and quality of the Gilcrease Museum.
The Tulsa Regional Mental Health Report, released this past week, details a mixed bag of positives and negatives. The report highlighted the surprising amount of brain health problems in Tulsa while praising the city as a, quote, "beta city for pioneering and problem solving." Oklahoma ranks 5th in America for mental health providers per capita. Tulsa has 421 per 100,000 people. This is twice the national average. However, the report continued to say that there are too few clinical specialists in the Tulsa region. TU President Gerard Clancy acted as the head of the study's steering committee. Said President Clancy, quote, "Most of us that are psychiatrists on a regular basis get calls in the evenings and the weekends from someone desperate for a bed. And it's not uncommon for us to call the hospital and say, 'When will a bed be open?' And then they'll say, 3 days from now at 6 p.m. It's like a reservation for a hotel room to be able to get a bed sometimes for psychiatric condition."
University of Tulsa's petroleum engineering alumnus Calvin C. Cal McKee received the Congressional Gold Medal on March 21, 2018 in Washington, D.C. for his involvement in the Office of Strategic Services and its historic contributions during World War II, according to a TU press release. The Congressional Gold Medal is the highest honor bestowed upon a civilian by the United States. The OSS was America's first national intelligence system, and many consider it the foundation for the CIA. The department played a key role in the U.S. victory in the Second World War. In August 2017, McKee was appointed to the rank of Knight of the Legion of Honor by the Republic of France for his bravery and contributions to the liberation of France. This is the highest civilian honor bestowed by the French government. McKee is a member of the TU Chemical Engineering Advisory Board and was named a TU Distinguished Alumnus in 2014. He was inducted into TU's College of Engineering and Natural Sciences Hall of Fame and has been active in the TU Circle Society and the Dean's Circle.
Last week, police seized 1,500 pounds of marijuana from Tulsa resident Kong Meng Vong's home, along with several firearms. Tulsa Police, the Internal Revenue Service, and the Drug Enforcement Administration were investigating Vong's drug dealing for several months. The drugs have a street value of about $5 million. Police also raided Vong's businesses, Vong's Dyno Performance, and found several more guns. Trent Shores, the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Oklahoma, declined to comment on specific details in the case. However, he did have some words for the people in a prepared statement. Quote, "The citizens of this district should have confidence that my office is working tirelessly to protect our community from illegal drugs."
Wow, those were some really cool stories this week.
It really was. 7 hours on a bike to Oklahoma City. Could you imagine doing something like that?
It's not something I would do, but gotta give the guy props for it.
Oh yeah, I kind of did a lot of biking when I was younger, but I couldn't imagine going all the way to Oklahoma City.
Oh,
But
my
people are
goodness.
that committed for the students.
Yeah, it shows how dedicated they are to their movement and is really impressive. There's been so much coverage over the Tulsa teacher walkouts and just statewide, but it's really impressive what some of those teachers are doing.
Yeah, I hope it was all worth it. I hope you made the trek again today.
Yeah.
So that's all the time we have today at TUTV News. I'm Drew.
I'm Elise. Thanks for watching.
Hey guys, I'm Molly.
And I'm Lindsay.
And we are two graduating seniors, and we're just here to talk to each other
Yep.
about our plans in TUTV. So, how long have you been in TUTV?
About 2 years, actually.
years,
Yeah,
okay.
I got started late.
So, I started as a freshman, but came in and out, and so it's been 4 years, and it's really sad. Like, this is goodbye.
I know. I can't believe I'm not going to be here next year and I'm going to be
know.
around all these people.
Yeah. What has been your favorite part about being part of TUTV?
I think definitely being around the people, getting to know everybody here, and it's such a, every week we come in and it's such a fun time and we joke around and we make an awesome product at the end of it. So
Lots of jokes. I do like that part too. It's always fun. We come here and we just have a good time. It's kind of just hanging out with friends, but we're still producing something and there's still content at the end of the day, so that's fun. It's somewhat productive and yeah, it's a good time.
yeah.
I definitely recommend any freshman, anyone to join TUTV. It's so fun.
Absolutely.
So May is coming up very soon.
So fast.
How do you feel?
Nervous,
Do you have any plans after graduation?
I think my most immediate plans involve going abroad. I'm actually going to, Athens and Florence
Wow.
in May, at the end of May. So,
Wow.
How about you?
That's awesome. I'm also going abroad. Not in May, but in August. I'm going to spend a year in Spain. So that's kind of
That'll be
exciting.
awesome.
Yeah. I'm nervous, but I think it'll be good.
Yeah.
I'm going to teach English to some elementary kids in Madrid. And my minor is Spanish, so I'm hoping it will kind of strengthen my Spanish skills because my Spanish is very bad, even though I study it. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that.
It's such a beautiful city too,
Yeah.
you can't help but look forward to that.
Right. And especially where you're going, that'll be so cool. Everything we've always studied, and seeing that in person. So
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to seeing all the historical sites like the Parthenon and the Duomo and stuff like that.
So what will you be doing there?
I'm actually taking a class, so it's a communications public spaces class. So we're going to be talking about public spaces and how it relates to communications and how people interact and talk with one another. So the Agora and stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
That
gonna
would be so cool. Wow, I'm jealous. Maybe we can meet up.
Yeah.
Well, sweet. That's awesome. And we're both communication majors,
We
right?
are, yeah.
But you study also.
Photography. So
Right.
my other major is art with an emphasis in photography.
Okay, and I'm an art history minor,
Oh,
along with
yeah.
Spanish. So we have a lot in common.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Anything else? What should we?
I mean, so what do you think you're going to miss most about TUTV when you go?
I really like every week we come, and it's just like a really fun time. This semester, I got the privilege of being like the social media coordinator, so that was kind of a cool responsibility to have. I like that a lot, and I liked seeing everything grow. I like seeing the whole production evolve from freshman year to now. It's become this really awesome production, so I'm going to miss seeing that transition, but I'll keep watching the episodes and like see how it maintains, you know. What about you? What will you miss?
I think just being around the people every day, you know, I got to be director this semester, and so I got to work up in the booth, which is something I'd never done before, and, you know, just being on the floor with people and watching the whole production and the way people interact with one another has been one of my favorite parts, and I think that's what I'll miss most.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a fun ride.
Yeah, so sad we're graduating.
I know. It's surreal, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm nervous because all I've ever known is being a student, but I'm also really looking forward to like never writing an essay again.
That has been my favorite part about graduation
Yeah.
is I don't ever have to write another research paper.
I know. I mean, unless we end up going to graduate school or something.
Oh man, I can't even think about graduate school right now.
But yeah, so it's been good. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll miss you so much. I'm Molly.
And I'm Lindsay.
See ya.
Bye.
Well, I typically like to know who I'm working for.
Yours? You're Walter Rose.
Keeps the grifters off my town.
Didn't fool me. Now you're cornered with nowhere to run. Downtown may be fooled, but I see what you are. Now before I drop you, you're going to answer some questions.
By all means, I'm an open book.
Why the drugs? Why the deaths? Why downtown? You've sickened a good city and brought it to its knees.
And killing me is gonna save it? See? You. I understand you. You're living in a world of gray. Just can't accept it.
What do you mean?
Good business, that's what I mean. That is why I moved downtown. Good business. So if you're gonna play smart and watch your back. That is why I had Holiday's car followed.
So what's it gonna be?
Hey! Get out of here, Lester!
Like you said, Rose, if you want to play the game, play it smart. I'm going to be there to put you in checkmate.
Hey, Tom. I forgot how exciting working with you can be.
And I thought I was unforgettable.
Did you put anything on that shoulder?
This is for you, Holiday.
No, keep it. You already gave me the file.
Giving you the file didn't include saving my life. Plus, it will cover your next round.
Leaving so soon?
Fresh out of smokes. Good seeing you, Holiday.
I'm impressed, Holiday. You were right. He's perfect. Just don't kill him.
I was putty in Rose's hands. Now he knows me. That complicates matters. The trail is dead. Back to ground zero. I need a new lead. Vicky Rose, Walter's wife. I can see why he likes her. Careful now, Tom.
I don't work for Walter Rose.
It's worth a look.
Because most American Negroes of education and property have long since oversimplified their problem and tried to separate it from all other social problems. They perceive that their right is simply to have the same rights and privileges as other American citizens. They do not for a moment stop to question how far the organization of work and distribution of wealth in America is perfect. That the economic organization of America may have fundamental injustices and shortcomings which seriously affect not only Negroes, but the whole world.
Hello and welcome back to TUTV Sports, a segment with the concise sports scoop. I'm Alex.
And I'm Jack. March Madness has just wrapped up, and our women's tennis and softball teams are doing really well, so let's get into it.
The Golden Hurricane softball team needed to get back to its winning ways this past weekend after losing 3 in a row over spring break. Tulsa played host to East Carolina to kick off their home conference schedule. The Pirates couldn't get much going.
What'd you do? Ty?
My bad.
It's Ty's fault.
I didn't think
We're just going to blame it on Ty.
My bad. I didn't realize I moved.
That's Ty's fault. God damn it, Ty.
You can tell how bad my vision is from the side on that camera.
What do you mean?
Oh, okay. Sorry. I missed the front. All right, we're going now. The Golden Hurricanes softball team needed to get back to its winning ways this past weekend after losing 3 in a row over spring break. Tulsa played host to East Carolina to kick off their home conference schedule. The Pirates couldn't get much going offensively, managing only 1 run in all 3 games. Emily Watson was recognized as the American Athletic Conference Pitcher of the Week for her outstanding weekend. She gave up no runs on 8 hits and 23 strikeouts in 15 innings pitched. Tulsa would win the matches 5-0, 4-1, and 9-0 respectively. This week, the Hurricane have a rematch with Oklahoma State and face Wichita State.
The Tulsa women's tennis team faced a tough opponent on Wednesday as they hoped to improve their top 25 ranking. The Hurricane traveled to Dallas, Texas, where they met 17th-ranked Texas Tech. Ksenia Laskutova and Martha Matula knocked off the 8th-ranked doubles team in the nation. That would be the lone recorded victory for Tulsa, however, as the Red Raiders took care of business in the singles games and would win the overall contest 4-1. The match was a necessary test for the Golden Hurricane as they entered the latter part of their schedule. Next up, they will travel to Stillwater to face the Cowgirls of Oklahoma State. the ladies still have 2 matches here in Tulsa this season against North Texas and number 21 UCF.
The NCAA men's and women's basketball tournaments captivate the sports world for 3 weeks at the end of March every year. The tournaments routinely draw the interest of many millions of fans who hope to fill out the perfect bracket, which would mean correctly picking the winner of 68 games. UMBC, a number 16 seed, knocked out heavyweight Virginia this year, becoming the first ever 16 seed to defeat a number 1 seed. This set the tone for the whole tournament as underdogs continued to outshine the more highly touted teams. The exception to that trend this year was Villanova, who struggled to find competition in the tournament. They won every game by over 10 points and coasted past Kansas and Michigan easily in the Final Four. The Wildcats won their second national title in 3 seasons. The women's tournament featured compelling storylines of its own. All 4 top seeds met in the Final Four. An undefeated UConn team would fall yet again on a buzzer-beating shot, this time by Notre Dame's Erica Ogunbowale, after a sensational semifinal on Friday night. Ogunbowale would follow suit again on Sunday, draining a buzzer-beating 3-point shot as time expired to give the Irish the title over Mississippi State.
The Oklahoma City Thunder are still in the thick of the playoff picture. With 5 games remaining, 4 games separate 7 teams vying for the final 5 playoff spots. OKC has recently dropped some crucial games to the Western Conference competitors such as Portland, San Antonio, and Denver, allowing each of them to solidify their playoff resume. The Thunder needed to rally for a vital game against the Pelicans. Russell Westbrook recorded a triple-double, and Paul George had 27 points to help Oklahoma City pull out a 109-104 victory in New Orleans. With the Western Conference far from settled, the Thunder faces 3 conference foes before the end of the season, including the Warriors and Houston, one more time each.
Well, Jack, my bracket did not survive March Madness, and my pick from last week, Loyola, did not win the tournament, so I'm just 0 for 68 on the air. How'd you do?
I didn't make a bracket.
Well, hey, if you didn't make one, you can't lose, right?
I didn't lose, that's for sure. Has anyone won ever, like in the history?
Anyone ever predicted a fully perfect one?
Yeah.
No. The furthest I've ever heard is someone was fully perfect through the full second round last year, and that was like a $10,000 prize from ESPN.
Wow, it's nearly impossible.
Well, TUTV viewers, good luck on your brackets next year. Maybe you'll do better than we did. But that's all the time we have this week at TUTV Sports. I'm Alex.
I'm Jack, and thanks for watching.
Hi, I'm Molly.
And I'm Drew. Welcome back to TUTV Entertainment.
So the 50th annual Gussman Art Exhibition can now be seen at the Alexander Hogue Gallery in Phillips Hall here at University of Tulsa. The exhibition is a chance for all the talented art students at TU to showcase their work from the past year. TUTV sat down with art director Teresa Valero to discuss the show and the awards ceremony, which took place last Thursday. Check it out.
My name is Teresa Valero, and I am the director of the School of Art at the University of Tulsa. And it is my pleasure to tell you about the Gussman Jury Student Exhibition. We're celebrating our 50th year, and it's really exciting, not just for us, but for the student, and in particularly for our donors, patrons, and the juror who came to jury this exhibition is actually an alum from the University of Tulsa in 1978. She got her BA in art history in ceramics. Her name is Rhonda Castle, and she is the curator of Latin American art at the Metropolitan Museum. And Rhonda was incredibly impressed with the quality of the work, the quality of the students' breadth of knowledge, and the variety of media that we teach here, from photography and painting, digital media, design, graphic design, printmaking, and ceramics. Today we celebrate our 50th Gussman Jury Student Exhibition, 50 years. Who can believe that? They have gone by so fast. I just want to say a few things again about Mr. Gussman and Brad Bates, because even though they're gone, their legacy continues. we are celebrating the 50th, and that's really quite remarkable. I want to remind everyone that this is truly the highlight of our academic year. It's great for the students to be juried by someone else other than their own teachers. And it's kind of their validation that what they're doing is right. And the best of show, I should tell you, she spent so much time walking around looking at the work, but then she kept on photographing this artwork and sending it to a curator's Instagram group because she absolutely loved the work of Devin Howell. And she told everyone that was an artist that we needed to keep an eye on.
Huh. Well, that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, what a great package.
I'd been in the Hogue Gallery once before as part of a class I was taking, but I thought it was really interesting. I guess I should go in there when there's more press or more hoopla going on. What's your favorite part about going in there?
Well, it's always changing. So they have like a lot of different artists coming like constantly. So sometimes they'll have events like that and they'll be like visiting artists. So you can always check out who's coming and it's always interesting. So.
Very cool. All right, well, that's about all the time we have at TUTV Entertainment. I'm Drew.
I'm Molly. Thanks for tuning in.
Hey, welcome back.
That was really cool. Lindsay, looked really awesome. So really proud of Lindsay for accomplishing that. It looks really dope.
Yeah, Lindsay was one of the interviewees earlier, and you might have seen her in the video that we just watched. She won 3rd place for her photography.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Really, really cool.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Yeah, so a lot of great stories and packages this week. One of the major things that happens this week in Tulsa has been the teacher walkouts, and that's been really huge.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of support for it, which has been really cool.
Yeah, that's really cool that nowadays you think that people wouldn't want to step up like that because a lot of people can get really with social media can get really hated on. You know what I mean? Like it's.
Yeah, but we had the story about the teacher who biked all the way to Oklahoma City, and
crazy.
I have my sister-in-law was in Oklahoma City. She's a teacher in a smaller town, and she was there on Monday. And I think United Way is doing a lot of stuff to a lot of support for kids, and so that they can keep getting lunch and breakfast like they would at school because they might not get it elsewhere.
Right,
that was
that's
one of the
cool.
big worries
Yeah.
I heard about. And I'm part of Reading Partners, and they shut down with TPS when the teachers did the walkout on Monday too.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see what happens, and I hope that they reach a conclusion that's great for everyone.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Freaking Oklahoma, man.
Yeah. So what are you looking forward to most this next week?
One of my friends that always leaves, like over the break, over the weekend's actually going to stay this time. I can hang out with him.
Cool,
Glad.
that's nice.
Yep.
Hang out with friends.
My future roommate.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep.
One of my best friends is getting married this next weekend. So
Whoa.
I'm gonna go to Norman and do the
That's
bridesmaids
crazy.
thing. Yeah.
Man, friends getting married, it's such a weird thing. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
can't see any of my friends getting married.
But that's all the time that we have this week. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
See ya.